Good morning to you all. I am Ramesh Babu. I am an assistant professor in the Department of English in Erode Sengundar Engineering College. In this video, I am going to discuss the importance of past tense and its various rules. As we all know, past tense is one of the important tenses in English language. It has various roles in English language. Let's see all of them one by one in this video. Before going to the rule of past tense, so it is mandatory to know about the tense in English language. It is a verb's quality that shows time in which an act, state, or condition occurs or occurred. So it is the definition for the tenses. Mostly the tenses happen based on the verb's quality. It denotes its time, an action, state, or condition when it happened in the past or happens or happening. So these forms can be used by the tenses. But in English there are 12 kinds of tenses. We must know about it. So let's know about what are the kinds of 12 tenses. Simple present tense, present continuous, present perfect continuous, simple past tense, past continuous, past perfect continuous, simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. So these are the 12 kinds of tenses. We must all know about all the importance of 12 kinds and its rules, but it will take some time to be thorough with all the 12 kinds of tenses. But I am planning to give the past tense and its role in English language in this video. So let's go now. So what is the past tense? It is describing an event, a happening that has occurred in the past. It is not having a connection with the present tense and future things or activities. It is a complete action in the past tense. It is no connection. It has no connection anyhow in the present and future activities. So it has a starting and ending point only in the past tense, not in the present and future. So imagine an event that has occurred in the past and try describing it. So when you try to describe the event that has done in the past tense, you have to use only the past verbs and the past actions, not any other verbs when you describe the past events. It expresses anything which has already happened. So that's what I told you already. Past tense doesn't have any connection in the present time and future times. So it expresses its action only in the past tense. Simple past. So now let's go about the regular verbs. And a verb, it is about doing an action. There are two kinds of verbs described in this video. One is regular verbs, another one is irregular verbs. The verbs have a connection with the tenses, as we already I already told you about it has a connection with the tenses. But let's know what do you mean by regular verbs. The regular verbs is nothing but past tense, V2 form and V3 form ended with the same word, that is called regular verbs. Like most of the time regular verbs ended with the ed. Example, played, we can say. So likewise, let's see one by one. So in the positive statement, I ate, he ate. Here ate is the past tense. In the negative statement, how do you mention the sentence in the negative statement? I did not run, I didn't run. He did not run, he didn't run. So these can be used in the negative statement, but here we use in the past tense because we used a did or did not. Example, how do you ask the same sentence in the question? Did you run? Negative question, did you not run or didn't you run? It is formed by adding ed at the end of the verb. it is identical for all persons, singular and plural. So irrespective of persons and singular or plural, the same word ed can be used for the showing the regular verbs for the past tense. Let's know about the spelling of a past tense, because most of the people when they write down the verbs or when they speak they make a lot of mistakes. But here one should be know or be thorough with the spelling of past verbs. Example, we add d to the verbs that end with e. So most of the there are many verbs end with the e, but when we add a d, that will be converted into past tense. Example, liked. If the verb ends with a consonant and y, but there is a simple change. The first point we talked about the verb about e. So when we add a d, that will be changed into like past tense. But in the second rule, you can know about the consonant. If the verb ends with a consonant and y, we change y into I. Example, marry, married, cry, cried. But stay, stayed, because this verb ends with a vowel and y. If the verb consists of only one syllable and ends with a vowel followed by a consonant, we add one more consonant to keep the same pronunciation, but now it has changed in the past tense. Example, stop, stopped. But there are certain rules we have to follow while you are changing V1 to V2. But here three methods we have mentioned here: E into D, Y into I, then another just add P into ED for consonant words. So these are the changes occurred while we are changing from V1 to V2. But almost identical rule applies to the verbs that end with I, marvel, marveled. Just add just add led. These are the changes occurred in the spelling of past tense. But irregular verbs, it has different changes from regular verbs. But in the irregular verbs, you can see all the V1, V2, V3 will be different one, not like regular verbs. Here you can't find D or ED along with the past tense at the end, but it has a different format. Let's see now. Go, went, gone, bent, pent, pent, beat, beat. So all the forms, all the irregular verbs will be changed its form. The question and negative are made in the same way. I went, did you go? No, I didn't go. So we have to use like this. So rules. I told you there are certain rules to be followed while you are using past tense. It is also important one, because most of the people while they are conversing with others, they forget about using the past tense for certain rules. Example, I happen to see many people when they are talking in English, they simply use I go yesterday to school. So here you can see the mistake. I go to school yesterday, or I go to school yesterday. But when I say I go to school yesterday, now you can see that we use yesterday, the word here. But when you use the yesterday, it is a keyword in the sentence. But when you use yesterday, the verb should be in the V2 form. Okay, here I've used V1 form, go. So we hear the right sentence is I went to school yesterday. The second one, I meet my friends last week. Here also you can find out one mistake. I meet my friends last week. I have used the word last week because last week is a keyword in the sentence. So when you have a last week or last anything in the sentence, only the V2 form should be used in the sentence. Example, I met my friends last week, not I meet my friends. So these are the mistakes people are making while they are conversing with others. So we have to be very careful using such sentences. So if you are being thorough with the rules of tenses, definitely it will be helpful to us while we are speaking with others. So here I have given certain rules definitely will help you to speak. So example we see when the time can be provided in the sentence. So when the time, if the time is given in the sentence, you have to use only past tense. Example you see here, 8 o'clock, child. So these are the keywords or the time frame given in the sentence. So you have to use only the past tense. I came home at 8 o'clock. So here 8 o'clock is given in the sentence. That may be the last day or last week or last month, whatever it is. But here the time is given. So when the time is given, you have to know it should denote only the past action and past event. Example, I came home at 8 o'clock. The second one, it is also used about the time frame. When he was a child, he did not play outside. So now he's become adult. So by here it was happened in the past. When he was a child, he did not play outside. When the time is asked about, if you are talking about the time already happened, so you have to use only the past tense. When did they get to India? Third one, when the time is not provided in the sentence, but it is pretty clear from your context that the action or event finished in the past. Even though the time is not given in the sentence, but we have to be very clear about, even if the time is not given, but the whole sentence and the context talks about the past actions. So we can use a past tense even if it seems to be some various tenses. He is 24 years old. He was playing in the park. I've been Tokyo, present perfect. Did you enjoy it? Past simple. So these are the examples of the past actions. Rule number 2. When we use it for repeated actions in the past, you're talking with your friends at present, but your action is fully depending upon the past actions that already happened. So when you use repeated actions that already happened in the past, you can mention in the past tense only. Even though if you use some present words or some present vocabulary, but you have to be very conscious about that. The verb should be used only in the past tense. Example, we walked to the park every day. Did you ever go by bicycle? Here walked and did plus go. So we used the past verbs because we talked about the past events or repeated actions in the past. Third one, when it is used in stories to describe events that follow each other. So even when you talk about the stories happened in the past tense, you have to use past verbs and past tense only. Example, Charles entered the room and looked around. He took off his backpack and put it on a chair. He was at home. So these are the sentences. It seemed to be a story, but you have to use only the past tense. Like what are the verbs used in the sentences? Like entered, looked, took off, put, was. These are the words used from the past actions. These are the rules of past tense. Now let's go some of the examples. I have prepared some questions from the rules which I talked here. So these are the questions will help you to shout out to find out the answers. So fill in the blanks with the correct past tense form. Question number 1. I dash exchange a dream last night. I dash exchange a dream last night. Here you can find out a word last night. From the given word last night, you can come to the conclusion that the sentence has a past action and past connection. Example, I dash exchange dream last night. The options are have, had. So what is the right answer for this question? Yes, the answer is had. I had a strange dream last night. Question number 2. The people dash at the bull thief. The people dash at the bull thief. But here, comparing to the first sentence, here the no keyword is given. Even the keyword is not given, you have to be careful to select the answers based on the context and the circumstances. you can go for answer. Example, yelled, have yelled, had yelled. So whether option A, B or C. Okay, good. The answer is the first one. The people yelled at the bull thief. Third one, the young man dashed his own life to save the life of his friend. The young man dashed his own life to save the life of his friend. Three options are given. Number one was risking, number two risked, number three had risked. So what is the correct answer? Yes, the option is B, risked. The young man risked his own life to save the life of his friend. Question number 4. I myself dash this. I myself dash this. She had seen and saw. Yes, the answer is yes, C. I myself saw this. Question number 5. He dashed gently to the child. He dashed gently to the child. Whether spoke, had spoken, or have spoken. Spoke, had spoken, or have spoken. Yes, the answer is option A, spoke. He spoke gently to the child. Question number 6. The children dash their best. The children dash their best. Tried, were trying, or try. Tried, were trying, or try. Yes, the children tried their best. Question number 7. The two men dash ready to leave on their pilgrimage. The two men dash ready to leave on their pilgrimage. Are, were, or had been. Are, were, or had been. So what should be the right answer for this question 7? Yes, option B, were. The two men were ready to leave on their pilgrimage. The last question, question number 8, the last one. Kabir dash the value of devotion and humility. Kabir dash the value of devotion and humility. So three options: teaching, taught, had caught. Teaching, taught, had caught. So what is the right answer for the question number 8? Yes, option B. Kabir taught the value of devotion and humility. So this kind of exercise will help you to be thorough with the past tense and its rules. The simple method is to be thorough with past tense. You have to use the sentences quite often when you engage in the conversation. How far you use the past tense in your sentences, you can be the master at the past tense. So I hope this video will be very helpful to you. In the next video, I will come with another tense. Thank you.